Once upon a time, there was a cheerful young boy named Brian who always began his day with excitement as he walked into his colorful, friendly school. Around him, students were playing in the courtyard, chattering in hallways, and eagerly engaging in their lessons. The school buzzed with energy and harmony. One brisk morning, Brian, caught up in his excitement, began to forget his manners and the rules that kept his school community happy. He dashed down the hallway, his shoes clattering on the polished floor as he weaved through his friends. He chatted loudly in class, his voice echoing above the teacher's gentle instructions. Even at lunch, he left his wrappers behind on the floor as he ran out to the playground. As Brian clattered about, Mrs. Dawkins, his kind and wise teacher, gently reminded him, "Brian, our school is a special place. We must respect it and follow the rules. They are there to help us." Brian frowned slightly but nodded, his eyes following Mrs. Dawkins as she patiently returned to guiding the class. Over the next few days, Brian watched his fellow students. He noticed how they moved purposefully through the hallways, their footsteps calm and measured. In class, they listened quietly, their faces attentive and eager to learn. After lunch, he saw them toss their trash into bins, leaving the canteen spotless for everyone to enjoy. Brian realized something important. These rules weren't put in place to spoil their fun. Instead, they made sure everyone stayed safe and could enjoy their day. Brian felt a change of heart. He began to slow his races down the hallway, even though his legs ached to run. He worked hard not to shout out during class, but to raise his hand and be patient. He picked up the stray litter and dropped his wrappers in the trash, satisfied at the sight of the clean floor. Bit by bit, Brian was changing. His efforts didn't go unnoticed. His teacher saw his transformation and beamed at him with pride. His classmates smiled and thanked him for keeping the classroom bright and tidy. Brian felt a warm glow in his heart, knowing he was making his school a better place. Bright, bold messages suddenly danced across his mind. Respect your school. It's your second home. Rules help us learn and grow together. Be responsible and make your school a better place. Brian smiled, a proud and responsible student now. Aware of how important it was to care for his surroundings, the school felt even more welcoming, filled with laughter and learning, because he understood the value of respect and responsibility. And every day thereafter, Brian set a wonderful example for his friends, knowing in his heart that their school truly was a special place. As the bell rang and the day drew close, Brian knew his actions mattered. With every step he took through the hallway, every piece of trash he binned, and every rule he followed, he encouraged others to do the same. Brian's journey of becoming a respectful and responsible student was just the beginning of a wonderful adventure for him and his friends.